Hi guys, what is up? It's Upcast Thunder35 and today I'm doing a reaction to Mewtwo vs Shadow. The reason PK Mario can't do this reaction with me is due to reasons I prefer not to state. Mainly the fact that he can't arrive for this video. Oh my god. Well, one thing at least you guys can look forward to is after this I'm going to show some of the stuff I have for. I thought maybe might entertain you guys. Let's see, this is 14 minutes. This is really gonna cut it close. I'll have to cut it into 2 parts.
Our combatants are always extraordinary in one way or another, whether they're a superhero or a plumber. But these two are literally built to show up the rest of their kind. Mewtwo, the genetically engineered Pokemon, and Shadow the Hedgehog, the ultimate life form. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick, and it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
I personally am not sure who would win.
Years ago, a brilliant scientist
I
named
kind of think
Dr.
Mewtwo
Fuji was working to create a brand new life form, which would change the world. That's great and all, but he had something else in mind. Fuji hoped his experiments would help him discover a way to resurrect the person he cherished most, his deceased daughter, Amber. With unlimited resources funded by mob money, he figured out how to clone his daughter's ball of consciousness. Because science! But before he could finish, he had to create the most powerful Pokemon, a clone of the legendary Mew. And he named him Mewtwo. Yeah, Fuji wasn't very creative when it comes to naming, but when you can create a new life form with nothing but a fossilized eyelash, you know you're a master of genetic engineering. A field I'd love to get more experience in myself. Told you 1,000 times, Wiz. You're not gonna alter my DNA. What are you talking about? I would never do that. Always watching, Wiz. Always. Growing up in a test tube, Mewtwo's only companions were Fuji's other test subjects, including Amber herself, through some sort of psychic link. Amber taught Mewtwo about the sun, the moon, tears, and, life stuff. Oh, and also death when she died for good right in front of him. Worrying this may be too mentally traumatic for the still infant Mewtwo, Dr. Fuji's team erased all memory of her. Unfortunately, this left Mewtwo with a feeling of loss and confusion, and no memories to explain why. With nothing else to do, Mewtwo decided to take out all his aggression on all of humanity. Then he turned some stupid kid into stone, a bunch of Pokemon cried, and Mewtwo figured out humans aren't so bad after all. Mewtwo is one of the most powerful psychic-type Pokemon, defeating its foes with the power of its mind. Alright, wait a minute. You keep calling him it. Is Mewtwo a guy or a girl? Well, neither. Technically, it's genderless. Oh. How does it bang? It doesn't. Bummer. Well, one thing's for sure. It's got balls. Of ghost energy that blow holes in stadiums. Had an onslaught of undodgeable stars, multiple types of defensive shields, and a healing ability for when those shields don't quite cut it. Alongside its other abilities, Mewtwo's favorite move is Psychic, a powerful form of telekinesis. With it, Mewtwo can effortlessly send enemies as heavy as a 500-pound Onix flying through the air. He can even make himself fly like a Zubat out of hell. Also, it can augment its melee combat with psychic energy or occasionally a massive spoon. Would you say he sometimes spoons his enemies? No, nothing about Mewtwo is cuddly, especially when it uses Hyper Beam or Psy Strike. Attacks so strong they can incapacitate the toughest of Pokemon in a single hit. And when trouble comes a-knockin', Mewtwo answers the door with a badass Mega Evolution. Mewtwo is one of the few Pokemon capable of Mega Evolving without the assistance of a trainer. As Mega Mewtwo Y, it gains enormous boosts in strength, defense, and speed, making Mewtwo powerful enough to fly into space while carrying a robot bug monster. Fast enough to breach escape velocity over 25,000 miles per hour, over 32 times the speed of sound. So, really, really fast. Mewtwo is so skilled in its psychic prowess, it can wipe specific memories from dozens of people at once. On top of all that, it can survive a massive amount of abuse, like the time it got double impaled by an alien Pokemon's tentacles. Didn't they censor that? It effortlessly defeated most of the Pokemon Champions team, including a legendary Articuno. It also teleported an entire crater lake from the top of Mount Cana. This lake is comparable to a similar body of water in the real world, Lake Kilauea, which holds over 385 million tons of water.
Wow, that's almost enough power to lift my ex-wife on buffet day.
Being a psychic Pokemon, Mewtwo is naturally weak to bug, ghost, and dark-type damage. Strange Dr. Fuji didn't pull that code out of his DNA, but whatever.
Hey, you gotta have some sort of failsafe when you're making the world's most powerful Pokemon.
Ah, yes, the ultimate failsafe against the most powerful psychic Pokemon. Bugs!
Oh, God, it's a Caterpie! Get it away, it's spooky!
I was not born a Pokemon, I was created. And my creators have used and betrayed me. So, I stand alone.
Years ago, a brilliant scientist named Professor Gerald Robotnik, the grandfather of Sonic's forever balding nemesis, worked to create a new life form which would change the world.
It was called Project Shadow, a covert government operation to discover the secret to immortality. Besides, like diet and exercise, because fuck that.
In Professor Gerald's case, specifically for his granddaughter Maria, who was dying as a result of neuroimmune deficiency syndrome.
Now that I think about it, Project Shadow is a pretty scary name for a program that's all about curing diseases and saving humanity.
Maybe it has something to do with the program's secret pact with a hive mind alien race called the Black Arms. Perhaps.
Okay. So what do you get when you take immortality, the cure of all diseases, aliens, and put them all together to make the ultimate life form? You get a hedgehog.
Shadow the Hedgehog was the first step toward a perfect future. And during his time in Gerald's space laboratory, Shadow and Maria grew very close.
Until they were separated by a bullet. Turns out the governments of the world weren't too fond of all the evil alien business, so they stormed the place, captured Shadow, and killed Maria right in front of him. 50 years later, Shadow escaped and decided to take his revenge by just killing everyone. Until he remembered Maria's last words were pretty much, "Don't be a dick," so he changed his mind.
Now,
Really?
on the side of good, Shadow dedicated.
Isn't too hard when you've got super strength.
Why of all
super
things
speed,
should
helped along by some awesome
they just
rocket shoes, and a
lower
bucket of deadly
the
chaos
line
powers.
bridge?
By channeling the potentially unlimited power of the Chaos Emeralds, Shadow can enhance physical.
I'm just gonna stop it right there and just say this. It kind of seems a bit preposterous that they're even suggesting that Shadow is a Shadow and Mewtwo have a good chance at being able to make it worth 14 minutes. I'm just gonna skip all of these fact things. I really don't care if you guys want to see it, but it's really boring.
Fleet in one blast with a giant bear.
Excessively overconfident in his abilities. Also, he has a terrible memory.
This guy spent most of his life wondering who the hell he is. And even when he does remember, he usually winds up losing his memories later anyway. To be fair, if I fell from outer space and all I lost were my memories, I'd consider it a really good day. I mean, I lose them from just falling over at the bar.
That's probably not because of the fall. Also, we can't forget that the Super Shadow form only lasts so long.
Then again, when you move at light speed and have control over space and time, who cares about time limits?
Not usually a problem for the ultimate life form.
Many years ago, Professor Gerald Robotnik endowed me with the power of chaos control. A normal creature like yourself doesn't stand a chance against me.
Oh,
Mr. Tyler,
Seriously?
your Skittles portrait.
Oh my god, it's just getting
dream on, dream on, dream on.
Rock the rainbow, taste the rainbow.
What's with the sprite version of him?
Get away! You are not welcome here. Leave this place.
freak! I know not its name, but it is black, red, and very annoying. Fire!
Wow.
This'll stop you! Another gem. What's he doing? Chaos! I must know. No! Control!
Oh no.
Ha ha ha! Good try, monster, but you're done!
What was it?
Watch!
What was that? Self-destruct mechanism or something?
Chaos! Not this time. Control! Maria. Wait, where am I? Oh my god, I'm glowing! Why am I glowing? Sayonara.
Oh god! That is so depressing. Okay, so Mewtwo.
We started Death Battle. I don't think we ever expected to see someone die by spoon.
Yeah, Shadow may have had the advantage in pure speed and power, but this time, Rain defeated Brawn.
Mewtwo got the rundown on all Shadow's abilities simply by reading his mind, giving it the knowledge it needed to counter or avoid crazy powers like Chaos Control.
Ultimately, there was nothing really stopping Mewtwo from just taking over Shadow's mind, and its impressive durability and healing power bought it enough time to do so.
Pretty hard to win a fight when your opponent can make you forget what you're doing and who you are in an instant.
Shadow has been mind controlled before, and has always relied on outside help to recover. Even while Super Shadow was physically invulnerable, this form didn't protect his mind. Like that time he fell from space, and then the worst game ever happened.
Yeah, Shadow was gonna lose, sooner or later.
Here we go.
I baked you a
Joint.
Oh, good! What flavor?
Joint.
Flavor.
Oh, so it all, you stole my lungs.
Die, potato.
Wait.
1v1 me on Twitter.
Oh, so it all, you stole my lungs.
That's it.
With Die,
Dang.
potato.
Illuminati.
1v1 me on Twitter. Haha! They said I could never take Phase Clan Drive. They see me rolling.
Every day.
No! Phase Clan.
I hope you're enjoying.
Doctor, I think I might be a homosexual. How can you tell?
Wow. I really have to agree with that.
What are you, a man or a mouse?
Hey kids, I brought you some cookies.
Sonic.
Smoke weed every day. Yeah.
I can't read.
Yeah, no, that's not.
What are you up to, son?
I like trains.
I don't give a fuck.
Oh my god.
Kitten fight!
No, wait! I'm allergic to adorableness!
It's so stressful when I get scored. There's no weight.
I think that's it, huh?
6 6 Let's rate it.
Bye.